history about to be made, and perfect setting. I heard.
Okay.
And also, very appropriate time. I think we'll begin the ceremony that we take, and we'll take a moment just for a brief pause, and remember that today is Veterans Day, and we'll have a moment of reflection for those who are serving, who have served, and especially for Great Uncle Willard Date, who was a veteran of World War II in Europe and in Japan. So without their sacrifice, we wouldn't have today's celebration. So please join me in a moment of silence. Well, we're gathered here today, dear friends, and we're about to witness and celebrate the drawing together of two separate lives. We have come so that this man, Brian, and this woman, Sarah, may be joined in marriage. Two people in love do not live in isolation from the wider embraces of humanity. To achieve love is not to be absolved of social responsibility. So it is that the institution of marriage is ordained as a public recognition of the private experience of love, and as a sanctifying of both parties to its great purposes. At the same time, it represents the desire of Brian and Sarah to share their joy in each other with us, their family, and their friends. Love is the most profound experience that can come to humankind. At its best, it reduces our selfishness, deepens our personalities, and makes life far more meaningful. Its very nature is to want to give to another, and to feel joy in the joy of another. Such love can call forth the best qualities in each of you. Marriage is an estate that is to embody, nurture, and protect all the warm and precious values that grow in human compassion and love. Marriage symbolizes the ultimate intimacy between two people. Therefore, it is not to be entered into lightly, but with certainty, with mutual respect, and with a sense of reverence which can include beauty, humor, and joy. A marriage that is to last will be continually growing, yet the closeness which it assumes should not diminish, but strengthen the individuality of each partner. Okay, at this point we're going to have a reading, and Dorothy, I'll call upon you to come
Where
up.
would you like me to stand?
Oh, I think right up front so that,
Well, I should face the,
yeah,
here, face the music.
exactly.
Well, Sarah and Brian asked me to read this passage, and it was by Brandock Lovely, and I said, who is Brandock Lovely? Well, they took the hint and they researched and found out that he was a Unitarian minister. He liked to read this passage when he performed weddings, and he passed away last year in 2010. So these are wonderful sentiments, and I appreciate being able to read them. Love is a respect for the preciousness and worth of a person. Love gives and love receives. Love cannot live in itself. It must be nurtured with a mutual and ultimate sharing, a giving and taking. Love is the noblest passion a man or woman can feel, for it surpasses all lesser desires. Love is precious because it is an ethical commitment to another, which honors the duties of the promises here made, not only from a sense of obligation, but from the depths of the most divine sentiment we can enjoy.